squad waiting out on long. KC need to try and force a duel on the back of that, or maybe they're allowing them to waste all of their ammo. Starting to run down to the final match for some of these players, but there's a swing! saadhak's got 2, and they're just following up with every single kill. KC, practically no chance in that pistol.
So the only idea, some of the players on the other side, they won't have experienced that before.
You know, stat just popped up that Scream is the highest headshot percentage out of every player. Oh my. You saw that fight down. That was actually through the cascade, which I guess just knowing the angle and getting a looky tap on that shot, easy trades over towards the double door, and Les is doing work. He's being flanked, but even now knows that player's coming, and even though he falls, they've got the sight, they've got the space, and a 3v2 post plan to work with.
And they're looking to play aggressively. Don't have the best weaponry for this, so they're going to push within. SHIN can only get 1, and now XMS left in the same spot as before. A plant this time in a position for them to sort of hold much more closely, trying to almost bait him in, but they're ready to swing. He expects them to be long, and there is
struggle to hold on to that map control, especially when up against a fade, so there's obviously going to be a few more problems there with clearing out that utility for Loud, but even still, they certainly have an interesting belt to work with. Great punish on the way through.
For now, it's patience. Waiting back, not overfacing, just seeing if anybody's going to give them a fight.
Where they eventually decide to take it is heavily stacked up. They're covering their corners though. tuyz ready for that peek out of SHIN. They see the player on the right, the ultimate, giving all the information away. Nivera forced out of the sight, and he will just about make it back to his teammates. They want to hold on to the advantage. They will.
To just hope he can find something on the spam, expecting this to maybe be a bait, but they are just sticking all the way through the cove on the other side. Couldn't be seen. And in the firmed cove to protect as well. We're seeing that used a bunch here by Loud just to get that spike down. At this point, KC, they need to find a foothold to fight back in from. The leading aspas is something. It does leave the players that are also here a little bit more isolated. But that said, they're winning the fights one after another. tuyz saw when they took A, they used the lockdown to get that space instead. And with the B site, as we've already seen, teams have a lot of the time really struggled to hold on to it. SHIN, the timing's good, just about gets away with a kill.
Well, he's lucky. There were 4, just about to be 5 players on that corner. SHIN's gone down, and XMS is known to be up close. He's going to try to spray the jet on the way through, remarkably staying alive for quite a long time, but not long enough to allow that retake. It looks like they're going to have to be fighting for that much later on, and through a Viper's pit, through aspas as well. And Scream is delivering. He's almost killed him. Down to 30. Les has to get out of there. He's managed to sneak away, lose Scream for just a moment, but it's going to be whoever spots him first, and Scream with his 3rd kill. With some rifles. It's not the best. Oh, I like that wall through, slowing the arc push, allowing saadhak to catch them through doors. XMS does his best to return, but they are far behind in this round now.
There's at least a couple of players here. Newzera, I feel like that was the shot he needed to connect. aspas still dancing, but instead, cauanzin's the one to walk in, garner something from this spot, but with his teammates being forced back, and Nivera up above, I think they're going to try and get the double swing the second that plant is tapped. Instead, though, it's an even trade, and XMS still standing.
They've done well to pull it back. Newzera.
That long spot, the one that everybody sits watching, the position that everybody's waiting for, and he's got the gamble right. He's waiting for them. The first kill goes his way, and maybe expecting Newzera to have gone a different direction, and instead, like, he's not only managed to get aggressive, they're going to use the Reckoning to try and slow them down, and he actually has his Nightfall as well to use from behind. He could make this so incredibly awkward for them. Already going to tag up where the remainders are as they try and put the pressure on. He's low on HP, and for him, the most important thing is staying alive, not giving them an avenue out, catching one with the C's, just leaving them stuck completely. But tuyz actually manages to find one, a second as well. Somehow it's left just to Scream, and he won't be.
Last 2 rounds, and indeed probably the last one, because here, pistols across the board, as we've seen, and they're playing a retake. There's lots of players ready to take these fights, but the weaponry just doesn't match up. Nivera with a nice double, but that is all he'll get. To get themselves that, well, they should be easy control. Look at this, saadhak, he's running it down! What? Newzera had no idea, and he has no intention of stopping! He's going through this after the Seekers. That is a little bit too aggressive.
An honorary member of W Gaming, it seems, at least for this round. tuyz finds another. His shots have been crisp, but he falls as what is a trade to a KO. And up close, they're just being slaughtered. It's left onto Les. He's had a great map so far, but it isn't going to be any more than that. Karmine Corp at the block.
The wall sectioning off the site nicely for them here on the way through. KC had a ton of control. They decide to fight into Art, a pincer from each side. A really smart play in the Cove to allow for that plant. This is looking fantastic here. In the start for KC, and it quickly goes awry. 2 kills for Loud. And now the crowd getting behind them. Only a few seconds left for KC to plant it. They need to move quickly. And it looks like they'll just about manage it. Another kill, and all of a sudden, this is winnable again. The late flank really where most of the hope lies, and it might just be enough. SHIN, 1 more kill. A reveal going up and over, the swing through. He knows that saadhak's crept around, and he'll find it. SHIN a 4K, and we'll go 8-5. But it doesn't look like that's gonna play a role.
Yeah, but it's taken them some time to get anywhere near this site. 3 players in on that rotation, the crossfire looking fierce. And although it's a couple of kills coming through, trying to check this out though, but he might just be able to drop the spike, but Nivera is waiting. Clever stuff from Karmine Corp, expecting Loud at every single turn. And there's only one man really in their way. tuyz just sat back. He's going to manage to dodge that PC utility, but they are checking for absolutely everything. It just comes down to if he can get this kill. If he can drop the spike, if he can hold them back, there might just be enough time for this.
He's going to pop the wall back up, but they're being flanked on the other side. Screen dealt with at least. No, so they just look forward, and that's all tuyz needs to do. This guy just keeps on delivering. XMS hadn't got it.
We'll try and play around. Nivera looking to try and fight versus this. They know exactly where saadhak is. Somehow, he's still surviving in this corner, stunned up and waiting for this peek to come through, and Nivera's going to take it this time. A man advantage garnered and some space to be had as well. He even gets the second and gives this back into a 5v3 once again. And SHIN's even going to win that duel as well.
Kill, still though, going to be able to at least attain 1 player. Problem is, he is safe as can be. A firing squad watching him halfway defused already. Cove's gone up. They've got to get in there right now. They can't stop it. Just about. They've managed to kill the diffuser. The Cove broke the op. Was the one to deny. So down to a millisecond.
Deep. They might not realize they're this close.
Oh, well, with the utility coming through, they certainly do. There's a paranoia coming in. Full blind, and he doesn't care. The shots are landing. SHIN returns. But how much more can be found? Too many defenders here. At least they might start to think that on KC. With just Nivera left, he'll TP out of here. The A site now his. The plant not secure.
He's already here.
Newzera! tuyz even. That paranoia, Nivera's best chance with 8 HP to help out his teammates. Newzera's been spotted though. Oh, there's 4 players ready to push from every single angle. Limited help to come in with Nivera so low. He's gonna have to hold on here. A shrouded step into the corner. XMS delivers on long. They might have this. The attackers finally managing to find consistent wrap. Oh, much deeper control being solved for this time. The only times we've seen this from KC was like a fake, but they're committing and it's been spotted. Good spam through the smoke by a Stinger, the weaker weaponry. Already dealing damage. Another smoke shot from cauanzin, and they are starting to look like they're in control again. Back into a 2 versus 2. Not the way this round should have went to start with. At the end of the day, it's Sheriff's on the other side. He can't let them get a rifle either. And he's now isolated into a 1v1, but he's down to 5 HP. One shot needed, and it's delivered. 13-10. Face, but look at the HP lost on the other side. cauanzin down to 25. There's a trade though. HP for a kill. Looks like he'll be dropped in the end, but Les should never, ever, ever be here. It's just a ridiculous fact to have another guy there that early on, and now he's in position to potentially harass them even further. They've got to deal with him. They've got to fight him, surely.
Yeah, they're almost trying to bait using Scream, just sending him in so that he attempts to try and rotate in from behind, but it is still being watched by Nivera. Even still, the time is ticking, and now they have even further control. Loud.
Nivera's dropped down, and he's ready to annoy them as they come forward. They've managed to isolate him completely, though. A massive kill for Les, a weapon to be retrieved. Scream is going right in. They're taking the fight to them here and now, not allowing that plant to come through, and aspas has to clutch it. A 1
stunned up. And in that aftershock, he should be able to survive in the corner.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of safe space. That flank coming in, despite the headshot. And if they expect a player close in spawn, they certainly are checking the elbow.
The space has been cleared. XMS has found another close position. It doesn't quite kill him off, but an incredible...
Aspas is still only on 96 HP, right? Like, he's not that healthy despite the shields being online. He'll tag them up a little bit, but now stuck in a corner. This could get very dangerous. They're even coming in for wallbangs. A blind fire through by Les has saved his life. Newzera has to clutch it, and he will not get it done. Low HP on so many.
He's probably going to push us now. Like, it is way too telegraphed.
I mean, hell, it's not even a stun this time. It was like every piece of utility that they had on that side of the map. They called in everything. And Nivera with a kill. This gives them something to work with. The site itself not lost just yet. Still players holding their ground on KC and SHIN. Low HP, he's pulled out the showstopper. And he's taken down in the air. He hasn't put the Rolling Thunder through. And Aspas is safe there. Aspas is safe. He's missed the utility. Oh, Aspas has got it! The critical error from KC!
Perhaps they won versus FPX were utterly dominant in opening duels. +9, and I think it was like +15. It's not something that happens too regularly. Oh, it's a little bit shaky from Les. Maybe getting a bit ahead of themselves here, and Aspas, his aggression is expected as well. Finally getting a little bit of luck going their way, but even still, in this afterplant, they haven't been too successful.
Another for SHIN. Just a great round from him, it seems. On that, you almost imagine they haven't won. Plenty of players low, plenty of opportunities here. Over on the loud side to thin the herd on the way through, but yeah, look. Oh, there we go. Headshot as well.
And straight away, using the Seekers already going to try and get one with the showstopper, and they know exactly where the man is at the back of sight. Nivera has been struggling versus this B take, and it's not getting any better! saadhak puts them down, what?
Got here, the last couple rounds, the dominance, the one straggler found for KC every now and then. XMS.
Still alive. He hasn't been spotted. Finally managing to find the kill. The flash actually doesn't work out. How is this the round that Karmine Corp are winning? It's just a little bit of a hidden corner not checked. And somehow past. This is going to be devastating. There is absolutely no way Scream can expect him, but he gets the timing right at least. And now they'll double back again. The fact is, though, there's two players cemented within the site. They have a stun ready and waiting.
Oh no, on the way out the right into Newzera. There was no chance that time. Rolling Thunder for Aspas. He's walked past it. He managed to get close enough. The spray is good. Only 10 seconds left. Spike down in the open. He needs all 3 kills, and he needs them now. They know where he's coming from. There's 3 guns on him. Not a chance. 4 at the half for KC. A lot of annoying utility out of play. They're watching their back. But no way. It's actually predicted. Less. His brain is too damn big. And Loud are giving them no quarter. Every kill goes their way till Nivera steps it up. 2, and SHIN with 1. Woohoo! That was a wild. Leaving just Nivera left, and look, 53 HP, but the swing from Les is perfect. He catches him off. A gorgeous 60 HP and a Sheriff. They hit him with a nade earlier on. And you really can't imagine that he gets too much stun. That's kind of why. Quick and easy kill and a free sight for them. Ultimately, this round is going to come down to how much damage can Loud do on the way back in, or stopping KC from retreating afterwards.
Oh, they managed to get a couple. This really didn't look like there should be any possibility here. Nivera's luck will at least drop the gun, but somehow cauanzin is still winning. The snapback is absurd. This man's sensitivity off the chains. He's trying to bait out Newzera into the swing, but he can't quite get there in time. Evens.
Economy that they've built up now takes a big blow because of that.
Look at aspas as well, already pressuring in towards B main, that operator in hand. They know there's someone close, but that one's for free. Gonna see on the other side, a charge for 2! He just basically blast packs into both players.
On the back of the site, both in that corner. A firing squad set up. Trades all that are needed here for Loud. They're not able to get them. Nivera's put a stop to that. Aspas needs to get them both with an op. The timing here, surely way too low. And he won't get the extra shot off. Take this anywhere now.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
the thing is, because that pit is still down, the rest of the players haven't moved. Aspas is still waiting. There's only 25 seconds. They have to make a decision now to make that rotation back or just try and pressure onto him. The flash doesn't really connect. They're coming up with the short. He's landed another shot. Just waiting, holding the back further. And even though the shots may not be connecting, he's still just winning this round. Another shot hit in the leg, and it is done. Just trying to hold back. Nivera has to flee.
Patient, and they're clean. Loving what I'm seeing from Loud on a discipline front. This is a big challenge now. saadhak, judge in hand, he's a so no! That should stop the push right away! But they keep on going! saadhak punishes every single player, and we are left to a 5 versus first split that we've gotten to see in this tournament. With 4 in a row needed for KC, it starts here, an uphill battle. One that Nivera is ready to take. The crowd silences a little bit, but another kill and
to change this round. A stun being set up. Almost
push.
to try, and actually I think that nade might kill off one. saadhak's got both! It's left all on to the new man on the block, Newzera, to try and fight versus 4, and he stands no chance. Loud will take themselves the victory.